What's Gucci, everybody? I'm Hayes.
And I'm Spark, and together we are CritStick, and we are the reigning, defending tag team champions of the Pokemon battle community.
Today, you guys, we're really excited to bring you top 5 bug-type Pokemon. We spent a while making this. We haven't really done a top 5 in a while. We're sorry for missing top 5 Friday, but we got other things to be doing. But we're really excited to bring you this list.
I do bug type first just because alphabetically it comes first.
Yes. So we understand. Oh, really quick, sorry, just on 5. Modern Five's Heracross, but really quick, just wanted to say that we know we have gotten suggestions for top 5 legendaries, but we'll definitely do that at some point. But right now, I think we're going to stick with types first. But yeah, like I said, my number 5 was Heracross. Just looking at it, it's Gen 2, right? I remember seeing that in the anime when like one of the suck on Ash's Bulbasaur's oh my. Suck on Ash's Bulbasaur's, what is that thing? Like a little plant, the bulb, I guess. I thought that was really funny as a kid. And competitively, I really like it. It's really strong, and its Mega Evolution's pretty cool too. I got Skill Link, and I just always like its design, like it's like a beetle. And it's a Heracross. Its Dex entry says a Heracross charges in a straight line at its foe, flips beneath the foe's grasp, and then scoops up and hurls the opponent with its mighty horn. This Pokemon even has enough power to topple a massive tree. That's ridiculous. I know it's bug fighting and all that, but that's just ridiculously strong for a small, little beetle. I never thought about a beetle being that strong before, you know?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. By the way, I really like that font.
Yeah.
It's a cool font. I know, well, both of the fonts, the one, the Heracross, and the one with the Dex entry and all that.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
sorry to take away from Heracross.
That's cool.
Alright, it's my turn. And I have Vivian at number 5, especially this form. I believe it's strictly the Hawaiian form. I think that's where it comes from. And it says Vivian with many different patterns are found all over the world. These patterns are affected by the climate of their habitat, which definitely that does remind me of Hawaii, the sun and the sea surrounding it. And there's 20 forms for Vivian. And fun fact for Vivian, there's 2 fun facts in this slide. First one is Hayes over here didn't know about the move Powder, which I knew about somehow, which is it's a +1 priority move, and it does no damage, but it throws out a powder, and then if the opponent uses a fire type move, it explodes in your face, and you do 25%. So
I've never heard about that. But really quick, it's called the Ocean form.
That's the Ocean form?
Yeah.
That's cool. I like the Ocean form. Yeah, that is a cool move. The first actual bug fact for this slideshow is out of 70 bugs, that is including Megas, 3 of them have their secondary type as bug type. And those 3 bug types are Anorith, Armaldo, and Scorpy. So, and that means that they're like rock bug, not bug rock.
Yeah.
You know?
So that's really cool. I never knew all that.
Alright, it is your turn for number 4.
My number 4 is Beedrill. Beedrill was really the first bug type Pokemon that I really liked. I remember being in daycare and we'd always play Pokemon outside of the playground. We'd get stones, shoot Pokeballs and shit like that. And I always had a Beedrill. I hate bees. I really hate bees. But Beedrill was really cool. I like the stingers on its hands. And I don't know, it's gigantic, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure how big it is, but it's pretty fucking big. And its Mega Evolution it got in 6th Gen. It caught everyone off guard, including myself. And that Mega Evolution is so cool. It's so sleek and fast and gonna kill you. It's really sweet. And its Dex entry right there says it's a Beedrill is extremely territorial, just like real bees. No one should ever approach its nest. This is for their own safety. If angered, they will attack in a furious swarm. And that just reminds me of real bees. Another job that I had, I worked outside, and people would leave Mountain Dew bottles and shit like that outside, and bees would swarm to it, and I couldn't do my job very well because they'd always swarm to me, and I was freaked out and ran away.
I hate bees.
Me too.
Alright, at my number 4, I have the young Lord Yanmega. Young Yanmega. This Dex entry is the 6-legged Pokemon is easily capable of transporting an adult in flight. The wings of its tail help it to stay balanced. Yeah, this thing is huge too. I'm pretty sure it is bigger than Beedrill because this thing is 6'3", and that's just ridiculous. I mean, I really like it for competitive too. Shout out to Joey Poke AMD. He uses it a lot. I think it was UU. I think it's
UU or some kind of BO.
Yeah, and it has tinted lens, and that's really cool because it does, like, if your Pokemon's move that it uses is not very effective, it gets, like, what is it, like a 75% like boost or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think it's something like that.
I think that's really cool. That can be really useful. Put it like Choice Specs or Choice Scarf or something like that. It can do a lot of damage, especially since it's got 116 special attack.
Yeah.
And a fun fact for this one. And this is relevant because it's I think it's bug flying. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think so.
There are 14 bug flying Pokemon, and none of them can learn fly. Actually, the only bug type Pokemon that can learn fly, there's two, and that's Volcarona and Genesect.
I never knew in my life that Genesect could learn to fly.
Yeah, that's really weird to picture it. It probably like uses its like jetpack on its back or something like that.
I know in the anime it like folds its legs and its arms and like travels like a disc kind of thing flying through the air. It's weird. Doesn't like I don't think he has like smoke or anything coming out of the back.
It's like hovers.
Yeah, I guess so.
Gross. All right, we're going to number 3 now.
Number 3 is Scizor, Skizzy, whatever you want to call it.
Caesar.
But it's definitely Scizor. I've always liked Scizor. Like, I like Scyther a lot too, but I think Scizor is a little better, just a little bit. And I always like its claws. Like I feel like the clamps, like in Futurama.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that just now, but that's cool too. But yeah, I always liked its claws. Like if it could crush someone's head in 1 second. I think that's why it has base 130 attack. And like, just its stats overall aren't bad. Like base 65 speed, that's better than some Pokemon. And I mean, I wouldn't recommend running a Scarf on it, but you know, whatever. It's got a good move pool too, with priority. And what's its ability? Is it not adaptability, but technician maybe?
Technician. Yeah.
Now it's like anything over or anything under base 60 is increased.
20%.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And I think that's really cool. And about its claws, like its dex entry, it says it raises its pincers like an eye-like markings for intimidation. It also swings them down dangerously. And if you look at it, I never noticed its claws. It really does look like a face. It kind of reminds me of like a trap pinch.
Oh, dude, that's true. That's true.
I never noticed that before until I looked at that entry.
Huh.
Yeah. And I like its color too. I like that really deep, like blood red.
Yeah,
Its Mega Evolution's dope too.
Is
one of my
really
favorites.
good Mega. Yeah.
One of my favorites. Kill Scizor, kill. Watch that Showdown live.
Check that video out. It's like our second video, so.
Something like that.
All right, for my number 3, I got a Selger. I really like that pink and gray. That is dope. Hello. I don't think I looked at that before. A Selger, it says, having removed its heavy shell, it becomes very light and can fight with ninja-like movements. And of course it's got ninja-like movements, because if you see that speed, it says 145, and that's ridiculous with that 100 special attack. That's so dangerous. And its ability, I think it's its hidden ability. It has Unburden, which means if it has an item and you use the item, after that's done, you get double your speed. So it has 290 speed after it uses its item. That is just nasty. That you never going to be faster than a Selger after that, for real.
Like Focus Sash Selger are so dangerous.
Oh, dude, it is just
Suicide Lead.
Yeah, it is a good. I have to try that out. I don't think I've ever. Oh, I might have, but I don't remember for sure. But
set up your hazards, get off the bug buzz, whatever.
That's just really cool looking too. It's a bug ghost, or is it?
Bug.
It's just bug. Yeah, it is straight bug. Yeah,
it's
straight bug. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. For this fact, we got the most. The gen that had the most bug types. What do you think it was? Do you remember?
I would say Gen 3. I'm not
that
sure.
Has the most.
Yeah, maybe Gen 3 or Gen 1.
No, just Gen 5 has the most, and that had 18 bug types. and the one that had the least bug types, what do you think that was?
I think I remember you saying it was Gen 6.
It's Gen 6, and it only had 3. So it went from 18 to 3.
Dang.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. All right, we're going to go on to number 2 here.
All right, my number 2 is Masquerine. And Masquerine has always been one of my favorite bug types. I mean, I started with Gen 1, went on to Gen 2, Gen 3, and so on. But Gen 3 is obviously the game I played the most. And I remember my friend Devin and we used to battle. And in Gen 3, they weren't like level caps, like in Wi-Fi battles. Like, how they weren't all default at level 50. So we'd always like, okay, Pokemon under level 25 or Pokemon under level 30, whatever. And I always use my Masquerade, and because I had Intimidate. And I thought that was really cool. And its design just overall kind of, I've always just, I don't know, such a unique Pokemon. It's really cool. And I know its stats aren't the best, and competitively it's not a good Pokemon, but just nostalgia. Just brings back a lot of good memories. It's like I said, it has Intimidate right here. It's a Dex entry. As a Masquerade intimidates its enemies with eye-like patterns on its antenna. This Pokemon flaps its 4 wings to freely fly in any direction, even sideways and backwards, as if it were a helicopter. I think that's really cool because like the drones that are flying around nowadays, spying on us and stuff like that. I think that's really cool. Its design overall is tight.
All right, and I got a fact for this one, and it's that it's pre-evolution. Surskit. It's got a really cool. It's like a really unique typing. It's bug and water. I think that's
the only one.
It's the only one. And then when it evolves, it just gets rid of it. It goes to bug flying right after that. It's like that's the only Pokemon to like do that. That's got a unique typing like that, and it's like nope, I don't want it anymore. I would rather be bug water in my opinion.
It's a really good typing.
Yeah, that's really cool. All right, for my number 2, I've got once again from the top 5 Pokemon of all time.
Top 10.
What?
Top 10.
Top 10. It was top 10. It was.
Go watch that video too.
I have Shedinja, and it says a discarded bug shell that came into life, peering into the crack on its back, is said to steal one's spirit, which is gnarly. That's just gnarly. That's really cool. And it's, of course, you probably noticed, I've said it before, it's stat, HP 1. Well, that's its special, unique thing. Is there any other? There's a legendary that does that too, isn't it?
What?
That has Wonder Guard? Isn't there one?
I don't think so.
Are you sure? It's just the only one then?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, maybe that's true. But it's, yeah, I think this is the only one. And it's, you get hit by a super effective move and you're dead, but any other thing, and it won't hurt you at all. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of like, it's cool if you could, if you want to use it like competitively. Most people don't because it'll die somehow, and it's like hazards kill it off right away. But if it like his last Pokemon and you have Shedinja and it doesn't have a Pokemon or it doesn't have a move that can kill it, it's like, oh, I'm sorry.
It does, and it has Focus Sash.
Yeah.
And you live and can kill it back, then
that's really cool. And for my fact in this one, I have in Gen 1, Bug-type Pokemon, their moves were super effective to Poison Pokemon, and Poison Pokemon moves were super effective to Bug-type. Okay. So that was that's an interesting fact.
Yeah.
Because that's not like that anymore whatsoever.
No.
So, alright, and now I believe we're on to honorable mentions. I'll let you go first.
Alrighty. Alright, my honorable mentions would be Galvantula. Gen 5 is my favorite gen. Yeah, they're all Gen 5, aren't they? Yeah. That's kind of funny.
That's cool.
Yeah, Gen 5 is my favorite gen, and Galvantula is one of my favorite Pokemon from... Well, that's not true. Not one of my favorite Pokemon from Gen 5, but I really like it. I hate spiders. Probably like number 1 or number 2 fear for me is spiders. But I like the idea, like the electrical spider, like the electro web. I don't know, I think it's really cool. My number 7 would be Volcarona. I just like Volcarona, just a big fire bug. I love it competitively. That's pretty much all I like it for is competitively. I don't really like the design that much, to be honest. And fun fact, my number 5 is Genesect. I actually messed up making this list. I like Genesect a little bit more. I like Heracross, but whatever, I guess. I just like Genesect. It's cool. It's powerful. It's Uber for a reason.
All right, for me, I'll go from Gen 3, Gen 2, Gen 1. We're gonna go with Gen 3, Armaldo. I just like Its design's kind of cool. It's just really weird. I don't know. That's a cool fossil Pokemon. Its eyeballs are kind of strange. Gen 2, TFOB,
Yeah.
Fortress. Shout out to everybody. That's why it's pretty much, it's
friendship.
Friendship, that's really cool. And for Gen 1, you got Venomoth, which is really cool. I like its typing. It's bug poison. Its eyeballs are cool too. It's like popping out at you like, oh my god, I'm gonna kill you. And my last fact that I'm gonna do, it kind of is relevant to Venomoth, because if you look at it, you didn't know anything about Pokemon. Like, oh, it's a flying type Pokemon. It's a bug type flying type Pokemon, you know, but it's bug poison. But if you talk about Venonat, it's just bug poison. But no Pokemon that does not have no Pokemon evolves into bug type if it doesn't have it. So it's like if you were, like if Venonat was just poison and it evolved into this bug-looking Pokemon, it's not gonna get it. It's just gonna be
just poison.
Just poison again. Poison flying. Yep, that's how that works, I guess. All right, and your number one.
My number one. Pincer. If you knew me at all, you know it's Pincer. I've always really liked Pincer. Its design is so unique and really cool. Its attack stat is crazy. Defense stat is really good. Its Mega Evolution is my favorite Mega Evolution. And I've always liked the vices on its head, the guillotine, whatever kind of thing. And just cut your head off if it wants, doesn't matter. Its Dex entry says that Pincer has a pair of massive horns. Protruding from the surface of these horns are thorns. These thorns are driven deeply into the foe's body when the pincer closes, making it tough for the foe to escape.
Ew.
Like, that's so brutal. Like, Pincer is just like such a brutal Pokemon, and it'll just so metal, and just, I don't know, man. Pincer is so sweet. I've always loved it since I was a kid. And it translates to now, even competitively, it's a good Pokemon, especially its Mega. So sweet.
Deeply into the foe's body.
I mean, it's Pokemon, so it can't come out and say Pincer kills its foes by squeezing them to death with its sharp horns, but
I mean, if you got some big horns driven into your body pretty deeply, I'm thinking you didn't got much chance to come out of that alive.
No. Not from a base 125 attack.
Yeah, that's true. And my number one, Volcarona. After you just shit on him.
Sorry.
No, I'm just messing. For me, well, I'll read the Dex entry first. It says, when volcanic ash darkened the atmosphere, it is said that Volcarona's fire provided a replacement for the sun.
Like my mixtape.
Like your mixtape. That's pretty good, you know?
Yeah.
I don't remember if we had the Dex entry for the top 10. Do you remember if we did Dex entries?
I don't think we did.
No, but I don't know if I even mentioned it at all. I think I did, but that's really cool that it's like, I think it is the sun Pokemon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. Quiver Dance Volcarona is the best. That's so cool. I like that. I've swept with that thing a lot of times. And I really like its design. I know you don't like it, but I think it's just like you said, it's a big moth larva thing.
It's creepy looking.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy. It's but you know, it's cool and all. But if I had my Vivian out and I use powders, things would be it'd be done for, you know. And I think its name's really cool too. Now I think about it, that's a really cool name, Volcarona. You know, Volcarona dancing.
Yeah.
So, but
volcanic.
That's really it. I just always liked it. So, well, once I saw it and started using it, I really liked it. So, that's it. I think if we go to the next slide, hopefully there's something else here. There it is. Yeah.
All right. That's right. We really like making these lists. Give us your feedback. If you disagree with our list, put your top 5 in the comment section below. If you like the video, please comment, subscribe, and crit the like button.
All right, we're flying out of here.
Bye.